Let's be real for a second. In most anime, if you train hard enough, you can win. But in Demon Slayer, that rule goes out the window for these specific demons. We aren't talking about strong villains today. We're ranking the 7+1 most unfair blood demon arts in history. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll realize the Hashira weren't just fighting monsters, they were fighting a broken game engine. Okay, hear me out on this first one. We're starting with Yahaba, the arrow demon. I know. Everyone forgets him because he died in, like, episode 10. But if you look back at his mechanics, he represents the ultimate new player filter. His art is vector manipulation. He controls invisible red arrows that dictate which way gravity works for you. Here is why this is actually unfair. The hitboxes are invisible. Imagine playing a fighting game where you can't see the enemy's projectiles. Unless you're Tanjiro with Yushiro's vision-granting talisman, you are dead before you even realize the match started. Most breathing styles rely on reading the opponent's body language. Yahaba ignores this entirely. Rookie slayers walk into the fight, and suddenly their arm snaps backward or they get slammed into a wall at Mach speed. It's a stat check. If you don't have a specific visual counter ability, you just lose. Simple as that. At number 6, we've got the upper rank 6 siblings. Since the very first episode, the game has had exactly one rule. Cut the neck, the demon dies. Easy, right? Well, these two decided to glitch out the code with the dual core system. To kill them, you have to decapitate both at the exact same time. Think about how annoying that is in a practical fight. You can win the 1v1 against Daki 5 times in a row, but if you mistime the final stroke on Gyutaro by 1 second, whoops, reset to full health. It creates an infinite loop where you have to be perfect, but they can be sloppy. And the worst part, Gyutaro's poison is a damage overtime status effect, so while you are frantically trying to coordinate this perfect double kill, you are slowly dying on a timer. They only need to get lucky once, while you have to play perfectly for an hour. Coming in at number 5, Akaza. Now, on the surface, Akaza seems like the fairest fight in the series, right? He's just a martial artist who likes throwing hands. Don't be fooled. His compass needle is literally just an aimbot. It detects battle spirit. The stronger you are and the more will to fight you have, the louder you shine on his radar. The compass locks onto you and tells him exactly where you're going to hit before you even move. This is fundamentally broken because it punishes you for being good. If you're a weakling with no spirit, Akaza might actually miss. But if you're a Hashira like Rengoku, someone who has honed their spirit to a razor's edge, Akaza reads you like a text message. He inputs the counter command before you even press the attack button. The only way to beat him is to erase your battle spirit, which is a ridiculous requirement just to land a punch. If Gyutaro is a glitch, number 4 is just straight up toxic gameplay. His ability is emotion manifestation. Slash his neck, he splits into 4 demons representing joy, anger, pleasure, and sorrow. Each clone has unique blood demon arts, lightning, wind, sound waves, and spear attacks. It's a 4v1 gank squad. He punishes you for succeeding. Land a clean hit. Now there are 2 enemies. Hit again. Now 4. Push them into a corner. They merge into Zohakuten, hatred, one of the strongest entities in the series. Zohakuten spams massive wooden dragons filling the entire screen, forcing constant defense. But the most broken part is the main body mechanic. While you fight wood dragons and lightning, the real Hantengu shrinks to mouse size and hides in the bushes while running away. He has active stealth while his summons do dirty work. His skin is also thicker than steel. A single slayer can't win alone. You need a tank like Mitsuri to hold aggro, and a tracker like Tanjiro to hunt the mouse. In 1v1 duels, Hantengu is invincible. It's a nightmare designed to exhaust you, forcing you to fight on 2 fronts. Number 3 is the ultimate gatekeeper, Enmu. Most anime fights are about trading blows, dodging, and weaving. Enmu says, no thanks. In gaming terms, this is called spawn camping, or stun locking. He hits you with crowd control before the fight even starts. Hear his voice, go to sleep. Look at the mouth on his hand, go to sleep. It ignores durability, speed, and strength. Once you're asleep, he destroys your spiritual core without throwing a single punch. And the counterplay? Oh, You just have to realize you're dreaming and commit suicide inside the dream. He forces you to play Russian roulette with your own katana just for the chance to wake up and actually play the game. If you hesitate for a split second, or if you mistake reality for the dream, you die in real life. That is pure psychological horror and completely removes skill from the equation. Now we enter the top two. Upper rank 2, Doma. To understand why he's unfair, you have to remember the Demon Slayer's only weapon: total concentration breathing. They need massive oxygen intake to pump blood and match a demon's strength. So what does Doma do? He spreads microscopic ice powder into the air. If you inhale it, your lungs undergo necrosis and shred instantly. Do you see the problem here? To fight him, you need to use breathing techniques. But if you breathe, you die. He effectively deletes your stamina bar and bans your best moves just by standing there. This is why Shinobu couldn't do anything to him. It wasn't just a strength gap, it was a compatibility nightmare. Arguably, Akaza beats you because he's a better fighter. Doma beats you because he unplugged your controller. It is the ultimate anti-meta build designed to counter the main character's skill set. At number 1, we have Nakime. She isn't even a fighter, she is the game master. Nakime's blood demon art is the Infinity Castle itself. She controls the layout, gravity, and architecture of the entire dimension. She doesn't fight you, she sits in one spot, strums her biwa, and the room you're standing in rotates 90 degrees and drops you into a void. Why is this the most unfair ability? Because infinite range with zero line of sight. She can separate Slayer squads, drop buildings on them, or open doors under their feet, leading to an endless void. It's impossible to hit her unless she lets you. She turned the final arc from battles into a Maze Runner game. Obanai and Mitsuri, 2 Hashira, spent hours trying to reach her and couldn't land a single scratch. Not because they were weak, but because you can't fight a wall. She doesn't rely on speed, strength, or skill. She relies on owning the building. She can teleport you across the dimension by plucking a string. If Yushiro hadn't hacked her vision system using his own invisibility talismans, the Demon Slayers would have been trapped forever. They would have eventually starved or been picked off. Finally, the +1. The ability stands outside the ranking because it's simply a cheat code. The Demon King himself, Muzan Kibutsuji. Muzan doesn't use blood demon arts in the traditional sense. He uses pure biological manipulation. He is the server admin. First, his durability. The only way to kill a demon is to cut off its head. Muzan patched that weakness out. Cut off his head. He grows it back instantly. He regenerates so fast that the blade doesn't even leave a gap. He has 5 brains and 7 hearts moving freely around his body. To kill him, you must destroy all 12 vital organs simultaneously, while he thrashes around with whip arms, moving faster than sound. Most demons have gimmicks, tricks to solve. He has flesh whips, AoE shockwaves causing seizures, and infinite stamina. He isn't playing the game. He owns the casino. The fight against Muzan wasn't a battle of skill, it was watching a countdown timer until sunrise. The Slayers realized they couldn't win. They just had to throw bodies at him to slow him down for seconds at a time. In short, it renders Slayers' swordsmanship utterly useless. That's the list of the most broken hacks in history.